Joseph here at Edge Dynamics making a shave test video, and I've got 4 razors to test. I've restored them all and I'll show them to you. Firstly, got Wade & Butcher from last week, which I gave nearly a full progression, but this time I didn't. I've just worked with a Tomo as I do all full hollows. I did rework this one because there was a scratch up near the toe which I couldn't find after, and for the life of me I don't know what happened to it, but I still reworked the blade. And this one is a Wade & Butcher special. See the shape I gave the scales, and this one was a bit of a pain to do because we had pitting. They all had a mirror finish, but basically I then went satin on top because the grind marks didn't look very good. But as you can imagine, it's difficult to remove pitting on a full hollow, but it's done. They all had 2 layers of Kapton tape on the spine. Here's another one. This one is in fact Joseph Rogers. It's another full hollow, and I think actually Black Buffalo Horn is in fact really dark brown. I don't think it's ever black, it's just the darkest of browns. And this is the only one with the mirror finish. This one I recall we had rust on the spine and up here on the toe. So it's all gone and it's all good. And they've all got aluminium wedges. And finally, this was the last one I did. It's another Wade & Butcher. This one is super tiny. And see how small it is. It's below a 5/8. It's got a notch. Another one with a satin finish. The wedge on this took a couple of hours actually to do this. I had to do it all, near enough all by hand. This wedge is so small. But yeah, we'll see. Shaving cream, I've got this Rebel or Rebel Rampion and Starweed, and the reason I'm using this is I seem to recall thinking to myself I'll never use this again. So let's give it a go and see if I just misused it or it's not worth it. We'll try it. And on the back, of course, they did not use it, test it on rabbits, which is always good. I'm not sure where the sun's come from. Space is what he's going to say to me, isn't it? But it's really cold actually, it's winter. But hopefully it stays out and I don't have to adjust the ISO, but let's see what this does. Yep, that's nice. So next up is the special, and let's see what this one does. Yeah, it's really nice. Not too fond of the steel on these specials, but that's talking about working with it and the look of it. It's quite a white, light looking steel, but that shows really well. Go with this little one. I have oiled all of these, so try and remove a bit of the oil off the edge, off the bevel. Wow, this is the best one so far. It doesn't feel like a hollow. And this one says England as well. It's a late one. Who would have thought that? There you go. It's not full hollow. This one is actually, it's like a near wedge. So finally, at the full, we got the Joseph Rogers. And let's see what this does. Yeah, that's nice. This feels like the thinnest grind. So I think that proves, in my eyes, or my mind, that I mean, definitely prefer thicker grinds, but I mean width. How much really does width come into it? Because that felt really good, that tiny one. Stop. And I'm working on some more razors actually. At the moment I'm working on a Wostenholm or Wostenholm 8/8, and I think that should be ready for next week. And I'm also working on a Roberts, really old stubtail, and that one is going to take time because I have to do a little bit of work and then a bit more. I can't just do the blade in one go because of the grind, the shape of the razor, the grind. I'm just working with a 400 grit belt, and we'll see where we go with that, and then it's just be about how much pitting I can remove, and then going to higher belts, and then trying to get rid of the grind marks. And all the time I'm using layout fluid, the blue ink, to make sure I'm not touching the edge or the spine, because it's like a faux frame back, so that spine gets in the way of it. And the razor's so old, and the way I've got it on the grinder, I don't want to hit the edge and take some edge away. And then on top of the difficulties with the blade is the scales, because the scales are broken too, and I'm having a bit of trouble getting them back together. But there are no scales that can't be saved. I mean, depends on the restorer, but for me, personally, there's nothing that can't be saved scale wise. And when you're talking about like razors from the 1700s, you know, the scales are quite important. So I'll mess about with that. But in fact, I might not go back in the conservatory, the workshop today. Because I'm messing about with the website. I've put one razor on there, Thomas Turner, and I've got a few more I could put on. I've got loads to go on, but I need to sort the photos out. So I'll spend today putting a few more razors on. And I don't know what I've done with this lather on the second go, but it's like there's nothing there. But also as well, if you guys ever get bored, you can have a look on the website. And I've got the James Johnson article up. And it's quite interesting. Oh, I've got cuts. I've cut myself with this, didn't even know it. But yeah, the James Johnson's up, the article. With the Sheffield Steel article, and there is one more. On steel tempering, that's not up yet. I've asked them to put it up, but I'm not sure what's going on. And they've kind of messed it up. I mean, they don't do anything to the website without messing something up. That's like a given. So it's a bit messed up because the where it says history, the history tab at the top, that now says Sheffield Razor Steel. I don't know what is going on there, but I'll be on the case trying to get them to sort that out. It's not how I want it to look. But either way, the article's up. The backgrounds, they've changed some backgrounds as well on those articles. And it's a step in the right direction, so if I just get some razors on there, hopefully by Christmas I can get every razor that I've got ready to go on the site to go on there. And then I thought today we'd use the L'Occitane Cade. This little baby tube I've got of it, it'll probably last me forever. But because it's turned cold, because winter came, this is a good one for the winter. Because it's quite thick. Yeah, so it's all good. And what I can say is thanks for watching. And I guess I'll see you next week, hopefully with a massive Wostenholm A8. Bye.